Welcome guys to this easy evening yoga flow class. I usually like to do a very short sequence just right before I get to dinner, just to boost up the metabolism a little bit and also to ease into my evenings. We're going to start this practice in an easy cross-legged position on your mat, or just sit however you feel comfortable and just arrive in the moment. Close your eyes, take a couple of deep inhales. Just ease into this practice. It's going to be very short. You don't need to worry about exhausting yourself in the evening. See it more as a relaxation practice to just loosen up your body, to get ready to ease into your evening. And once you feel ready, very slowly start to open your eyes. Start to be more aware of your surroundings. Namaste. We're going to start our practice in tabletop position, so come on all fours and make sure to place your shoulders right above your wrists. And we are going to gently wake up our wrists. I always like to give a short warm-up to my wrists first, so we are going to shift our weight from left to right very gently. And while we are doing that, make sure you point your elbow creases forward. Then we are going to shift front and back ever so slightly. Couple more times. It's very important to have warmed up wrists. And we're going to turn our hands towards our knees. And we are going to very gently rock back and forward to get a little more stretch into our wrists. I really like this way of warming up the wrists. It's really working. Very deep into the wrists. And once you're ready, come back to a neutral position with your hands. Let's do a few cat-cows. Inhale, look up, arch your spine. Exhale, suck your belly button up towards the ceiling, round your spine. Inhale, look up, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up, arch your spine. Exhale, round. And come back into a neutral spine. Rock once more to the left and to the right if you feel like it. And slowly get ready to go into downward facing dog. Tuck your toes and push back into downward facing dog. Start to walk your dog, loosen up your legs. Do whatever feels good in the situation right now. Make sure to keep breathing steadily and deeply. And once you are ready, find more stillness in your dog and concentrate more on your inhales and exhales. Push the floor away from you, spread your fingers very wide. And just feel. One more deep breath. Inhale, lift your toes, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step in front of your mat and come into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands above your head. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, raise your arms above your head. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Try to incorporate Ujjayi breathing while we are in downward facing dog. And work your heels towards the floor while pushing the floor away from you with your hands. Always try to improve your downward dog little by little. And inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step to the front of your mat into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, hands above your head. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, hands above your head, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. You are doing absolutely great. We take one more round of Sun Salutation A. Again, work your downward facing dog. Press your heels towards the floor. Push the floor away from you with your hands, fingers spread wide. And get ready for our final Sun Salutation A. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step in front of your mat into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands above your head. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Now take a moment here. Close your eyes. Feel the sensation. Feel how this practice affected your body so far. Maybe you feel a little tingling in your legs. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes again and lift your arms above your head. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now, inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step between your hands, left heel down. Inhale, come up to Warrior One. Now, actively work this pose. Bring your left hip forward and your right hip back. Bring the sole of your left foot down towards the floor. And make sure your front knee is on a 90-degree angle. Take a final deep inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, come down at Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And other side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step between your hands, right heel down. Inhale, come up to Warrior One. Again, move your left hip back while moving your right hip forward. Make sure your front knee is in a 90-degree angle and work the heel of your right foot down towards the floor. One more deep inhale. And exhale, come down to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back into downward facing dog. Take a couple of recovery breaths here while getting ready for our next series of movements. When you're ready, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step between your hands, parallel your back foot with your mat, widen your stance and come up into Warrior Two. Make sure your front knee is towards 90 degrees and again make sure your back heel is working towards the floor. Spread your arms in both directions while looking towards your front fingers. Now inhale and straighten your front leg. Shift your hips a little bit towards your back foot and shift your weight forward. On an exhale, come down into triangle pose. You can touch the top of your front foot or put your hand on the floor or use a block if you need to. Look towards your upper arm and work into the pose. On an inhale, using your stomach muscles, come back up into Warrior 2, bend your front knee, and then place your right forearm on your right thigh while working your left arm above your head, pointing towards the front of the room for extended side angle pose. I really love this pose to stretch out my side ribs and my side body. It's a great pose to release tension in the side of your body. And on an inhale, come back into Warrior 2. And on an exhale, come down Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step between your hands. Right heel down parallel with your mat. And come up to Warrior 2. Now we're starting to build up a little bit of heat, but not too much, because this is an easy flow class. We're gonna keep it easy and focus on stretching rather than building up too much heat. Inhale, straighten your front leg, shift your hips back and your weight forward, and exhale, come down into triangle pose. Again, place your hand wherever it feels comfortable. I'll look up towards your upper hand. And once we are ready, slowly come back up using the power of your stomach muscles. Bend your front knee again into Warrior 2. Place your left hand on your left thigh for extended side angle pose. Bring your upper arm above your ear, pointing towards the front of the room, and work into your side body. Take deep breath, direct the breath towards your side body, towards your side ribs, to really open that area up. We tend to get a lot of tension in there. And then inhale, come back into Warrior 2, and exhale, windmill down to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. You did absolutely great so far. We are going to take a couple more breaths in downward facing dog. Again, try to work your heels towards the floor. Press the floor away from you with your hands. And just enjoy and acknowledge that you have done something for yourself this evening, that you took time for yourself. And then one last time, lift your heels, look forward, bend your knees and step in front of your mat into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, come to sit down on your mat and lie down on your back. Before we get into Shavasana, take your legs into your chest, pull them towards your chest, and gently rock from side to side. Give a little massage to your lower back, and just roll it out a little bit. Do whatever feels good in this moment. And when you're ready, gently release the legs towards your floor. Spread them apart as wide as your mat, and also spread your arms towards your sides to give some little room beneath your armpits to get some air. And then just enjoy your Shavasana as long as you want. And thank you for watching my yoga class. Namaste.